5 seconds. If nothing else, the gang war seen in the Uttar Pradesh Assembly recently should compel the nation and its leaders to weed out criminals from the political system. The MLAs who indulged in violence in the House pose a much greater threat to the nation than those who are merely described as antisocial elements in the police parlance. Outside the assembly precincts, they would have been sent to the police lockup for what they did by remaining inside the house. These protected species escaped prosecution. What happened in the Uttar Pradesh Assembly was not merely a gross abuse of the privileges of the House, but also a grievous crime committed in naked pursuit of power. The issue is not merely the conduct of Mr. Kalyan Singh, Ms. Mayawati and Mr. Mulayam Singh, or of floor crossing the imposition of President's rule, but whether 50 years independence the country is to be governed with the help of thugs and criminals or by the people's representatives. The floor show in the Uttar Pradesh Assembly was enacted by the members of most parties, the BSP, the Samajwadi Party, the Congress and the Bharatiya Janata Party, which, as has been seen, also does not mind such crooks with fickle loyalties becoming ministers. The guilt of harboring criminals for gaining political power is collective, calling for people's attention and wrath. A criminal is always a threat to civil society, but one who has become an member of Legislative Assembly or a member of Parliament is more dangerous because he has won the right to make laws, gained respectability as a citizen and acquired additional power over the administration which he can use to his advantage. By getting elected to an assembly or parliament, the criminal turned lawmakers in the process gets out of the law's recall. Some of these men become ministers and gain control of the government, making their threat to the nation more serious than is being perceived by the leaders of most political parties. Politicians as a class have been losing popularity among the people and have been increasingly relying on the malevolent elements to win seats. Rather than helping the state to punish the criminal for his misdeeds, he becomes their friend, often an ally. The criminal gains legitimacy and his member of Legislative Assembly protect his interest. The local administration knows about the alliance of the member of Legislative Assembly and the local tough and choose to look the other way when the Dada intimates the people, extorts money and ensures that his writ is not challenged in the area of his influence. Most often, politicians and mafia dons co-opt a willing district magistrate or the police chief, and everybody seems happy at the cozy arrangement. The politician has the tough on his side and the men with the member of Legislative Assembly or the member of Parliament and the official some comfort in the belief that it is better to join the system than fight it. Para. Earlier, the criminals helped the candidates in winning the elections. The mafia leaders now think why others should run their races, why not themselves. This explains widespread presence of criminals in parliament as well as the state legislatures. The election commissioner has estimated that as many as 40 members of parliament in Lok Sabha have criminal cases pending against them, and over 700 out or 4,000 old members of the state assemblies have a history of crime to back their rise in politics. The problem is particularly serious in states like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and Gujarat, although no state is free from the mafia groups. A worried election commission recently issued a directive requiring candidates to disclose their history of crime while filing nomination papers. This is clearly an advance over the earlier provisions, but even this well-meaning decision of the election commissioner has not gone down well with political parties which think that the commission is overstepping its jurisdiction and making life difficult for the candidates. The election commissioner's order, a step in the right direction, alone cannot remove the cancer that has already set in. The members' parliaments are already resistant to the idea because many of them believe that disclosure of details can expose them to unforeseen risks. Apparently, what may be a criminal activity in the election commission's eye is not so for the member parliament and member of legislative assembly. Para. The present law seeks to disqualify an MLA who has been convicted after he has been elected. The whole process takes a long time, sometimes an assembly's entire term, during which he has gained additional clout.